back to Shall We Stamp? I'm Dawn Duvall, and today we are going to be working with our Reason for the Season, one of our new holiday sets, which is an awesome stamp set. And it also comes as a bundle. You get to purchase the additional punch to allow you to punch out flowers, the leaves, to make these flowers. And the nice thing about this punch here is that not only does it work to make poinsettias, but you can change the color of your cardstock and make any type of flower that would last throughout the year. So today we're going to make this quick and easy card using cherry cobbler, gumball green, and whisper white, and our new punch with the Reason for the Season. So let's go ahead and get started. It looks very beautiful. It looks like it's a lot of work, but trust me, it's not. It's very easy thanks to the use of this punch. Now what I've done is I've went ahead and punched out the leaves that we need to make this card. So let me move this out of the way. And I've got my cherry cardstock cut at 8.5 by 11. So we're going to go ahead and fold our cardstock using my bone folder to get me a good crease in my card. Now, when you cut your cardstock, you can fold it this way to have the card open, or you can have it like this to have the card open. So this is the way that we're going to do it. And the reason being, the card, as you see, it looks better because we've got more room to go this way. I'm going to set this to the side until we're ready to use that. I've went ahead and punched out the leaves that we need for the card, and I took and created 8 leaves. And if you use the 1 3/4 punch, which I've already done, and some liquid glue, I've went ahead and placed the leaves 4 on the bottom of the circle, and then placed the other 4 in the areas that were missing, where there was gaps. Now what you can do, flower kind of pop off the paper. All right. Now the second step that you're going to do is you're going to punch out another hole of your cherry cardstock, and then we're going to we made 8 of the larger flowers. So then this one, we're going to make 4 of the small. Then we're making 2 of these, which is going to fill in the gap. That's what these are here. And then I cut out 2 of these for the center of my flower, and then we're going to put a dimensional on top. So it's very easy to do and make a beautiful card that doesn't take hardly any time whatsoever. I went ahead and placed my 4 smaller leaves on the when I did a 1-inch punch because it was just smaller. You can do 1 inch or the 1 1/4. I curl these up. Now I am going to take my liquid glue and just add a little bit right here so I can adhere this to the top of the other set. I'm going to turn it just so again it fills in some of the areas that need some filling in. All right, and then our next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and place a little bit of whoopsie, that's a little bit too much. We're going to place that right in the center here. You see where that area that's missing? I'm going to place this there and hold that down, and then I'm going to come back. I know I'm such a goofball. So I'm going to go ahead and place this one here. By the time I get done, you're not going to see the glue, so that's a good thing. But go ahead and place that right there and just let it hold for a minute before we, actually, I've got the glue on it now. Let me grab a little bit of that since I've kind of put too much there. So let me attach that right there. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and add a little dab on our center part of our flower. And then I'm going to add another, I'm just going to touch it with my Tombow since I have it on the side. Me and Tombow do not get along. I'm not sure why, but for whatever reason, we just don't get along. I always wear it. I don't know about you all. So I'm gonna clean that off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and attach my rhinestone, and I'm just gonna use one of our rhinestones from Stampin' Up, and I'm gonna place that right in the center. So I'm gonna add these underneath. And you can place them wherever, and I'm going to use my snail. Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it. So never mind, I'm going to use the Tombow. Not that I want to use it, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to place a little bit on here. Let me curl these real quick, and then that way we'll attach. Put some glue on that. And I think I'm going to have another one sitting off on this side right here. And then I'll add another one on the other side just to kind of balance it out. And again, there's no right or wrong way. It's however you want your flower to look. I thought I had brought my Tombow, but apparently I didn't, but that's okay. Based on our card now, we use the falling snow to emboss the white cardstock. So I went ahead and stamped it first because it's much easier to stamp first and then run it through the big shot. I'm going to go ahead, since I don't have my snail, I'm going to use a little bit of Tombow just to adhere this to my card. And I'm going to attach that to the Cucumber Crush. And then we're going to attach that to our card base, and see, you can see this is coming together pretty quickly. I'm just going to use a little Tombow since I don't have my snail. I prefer snail, but that's okay. We'll make it work. It doesn't matter as long as you've got adhesive. All right, so there we go with that. Now we're going to attach our flower, and you can pop this up on dimensionals. That might be a good thing to do. I'm just going to place it right here so it's got some room. I don't want it coming off the card too much when you put it in the mail. So I'm just going to tack that down there. So far so good. Now the last thing that you can do, I always like to decorate the inside of my cards. I am going to take stamp set. And this can be a two-step, but I'm just going to use it and stamp the inside just to give us a little bit of little pizzazz to the inside of my card, so that when I write my sentiment, I have a little flower. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that. Let me make sure I get some ink on it. And so it kind of gives it just a little bit of an outline to stamp another image on top, but I'm just going to leave it like that because we are ready to finish up our card. Again, I'm using my favorite Tombow, and put that on there so we make sure we have enough. And I'm going to attach that. And the measurements will be at the end of the video, but the inside, I always cut mine at, now this particular one, I think I did it at 4 by 5. Sometimes I'll do 3 3/4 by 5 for the inside, but I think this one I did 4. So there we go. Isn't that a gorgeous, beautiful poinsettia? And just remember, this is not just for poinsettias. You can use it for other types of flowers and change out the color. I hope you've enjoyed this quick video. And again, at the end, I will have a list of the materials. You can visit my website at shallwestamp.com. I'm Dawn with Shall We Stamp, finding your inner artist, unleashing your creativity.